Yes, yes. Finally, your boy is done grinding. The Zenkai Awakening for Fat Boo here, Good Boo, whatever you want to call him. And man, I must say, this is just a current reminder of why I hate this system, bro. Bro, what can I say, bro? There's nothing about how they handle this system that I like, bro. This process is very draining. Like getting the Zenkai souls is annoying. Everything about this process is super grinding, and the fact that there's restrictions on top of this, man. I'm done talking about Zenkai Awakening. I already spoke. I already have so many videos of me talking about how I hate Zenkai Awakening. Let's just get into it. Let's just talk about how crazy this unit is now. Everybody been telling me how OP this guy is, but I just didn't feel like rushing, doing the same stage 2,000 times to go ahead and try and rush this guy. So I was slowly Zenkai awakening him, like piece by piece, day by day, slowly doing it. And I finally decided I was gonna like finish off the last two set of missions, so use him like 90 times. I decided I was gonna go ahead and do that. And I was also Zenkai awakening my Goku Black in the background too. So I'm not talking about that. Let's just go in and let's just see why this guy is so OP. Why so many people are telling me like this guy is stupid broken, even at Zenkai level 1. Because all the other Zenkai level Zenkais, I wasn't really all that impressed. Let's go ahead and hop in PvP and test this guy out. Alright, what's going on? So I was almost about to hop into PvP without showing my team setup here. So we're just gonna take a quick look at K-Boo kit real quick and then take a look at my equipment. Nothing too crazy. So I understand why so many people see why this guy is like so OP. Mostly because his tanks, like he's just super tanky, really tanky. Because he also mostly because he does double defense and his stats are really high, and plus he just recovers so much health when he comes into the match. I'm coming off a cover cut. Like look. Like restores 30% of damage received, restores up to 30% of all health. So it's basically like every time he comes into the match, it's restoring like 60% of his health basically. Then his next strike card is gonna be doing like 100% plus damage, cannot be canceled and cannot be set. Like bro, he's just all around. I feel like there's like two type of teams you can run with region. I feel like you can go for the tanky setup. That's the more annoying setup that everybody kind of hates. And then I feel like you can go for the more pure offensive setup and take this guy out the team and still use Buhan, because Buhan is still actually pretty good. So my equips here, nothing too crazy. This team has a lot of defensive buffers, by the way. But my equips here, nothing too crazy. I don't think like I need to show you anything too special because they're nothing too crazy, like I already said. And here's my equips on Boo, so I'm gonna slow down with this one. Now I went for mostly defensive type equips. This equip is really good for this Boo because you really want to go for tanky type equips in my personal opinion. And this equip makes him tank really well because it offers real good defensive stats. I got this equip a long time ago. It's pretty good. Buffs blast defense and stuff like that. I need to turn off do not disturb. I need to remember to do that shit. Oh my goodness. So there's that perfect cell. And then there's Janemba. Then there's the Queen of Legends right now currently. And then that's pretty much it. So I'm not talking about this. Let's just go hop into PvP. Let me just show you guys, because I already hopped into PvP as I'm making this. This is post commentary, me talking about this. Let me just show you guys why this guy is just so stupid. I think I understand why so many people feel like this guy is just broken, even at Zenkai level 1. So yeah, let's hop in. Alright, first match of the video. So I am going to be skipping a lot of the loading screens just for time's sake and just for no time consuming sake. Because sometimes those loading screens be just absolutely ridiculous. So I decided with this team setup here, because we're going up against the same team. I know for sure they're going to bring SSJ3 Goku. For sure. So I decided I was going to start off with yellow cell here. Just because I knew that they were going to bring that SSJ4 Goku probably to try and counter off my Buhan, not my Buhan, but my Majin Buu, just because everybody kind of starts off with him sometimes so they can get the lock in. So strike damage nothing too crazy. I decided to go ahead and switch into Android 21 because I know he's locked in right now, and this guy is a super nana. Like he can't take a hit at all. If I had one more strike card, I definitely could have killed. So there's that. So I was gonna pop my special move just so I can don't get this I left Goku off me. Pause there, but there's that. Go ahead and go in for the finish. Now there's a little slight delays, like you guys know how that stuff goes. Nothing too crazy. This guy was just sitting there waiting there. Now with this guy, I always try to play cautious because you just never know when he's gonna have a special move. Now I'm pretty sure he's about to swap out. So that's actually pretty decent damage for a defensive unit that he was doing there, even though it was with type advantage. Yo, Android 21 is a monster, right? We just tried to just go ahead and just stop bodying shit. I decided I'll just pop my Rise of Rush because, well, like, why not? Might as well. So we just get this SJ4 Goku out of here. Whoop him. So I'm pretty sure even if he does survive this, I can't remember. I'm pretty sure he's like mostly gonna be dead here. Yeah, his health is on. Even if he was to survive that, his health only would have been on 86k. So there's that. So let's see. So now we got him out of the way. I'm pretty sure, like, I feel like SJ4 Goku on a full Saiyan setup, he's probably the biggest threat. Him and this LF Goku, but everybody knows how to play around this LF Goku now. Like, it's real easy to play around him, especially when you're going up against newer players and stuff like that. Not trying to say anything against this person. Caught him lacking right there. You could tell he was trying to go for a special move, wasn't going for that. Pop, just pop that. One thing I do like about AoE moves is that you can trick them into doing that. Sometimes you can trick people into vanishing into your move. So there's that. So this match is pretty much over. Oh yeah, there was a little bit of lag at this part. Oh yeah. Oh Legends, shit never changes. Alright, so that was the first match. So let's go hop into the second match and just go test out Buu. Alright, second match, and we're going up against a female warrior team. So of course I expected to see a few of these teams this season with Android 21 coming into the game. So we're just gonna skip the loading screen. Alright, so the match has started, and okay, so he started off with that Android 21. Interesting. I don't really think most people start off with her because like she's kind of meant to come off of like cover rescue and stuff like that. So there is that. So just look how much this guy's taking. Look how much he's just gonna heal after all the damage he takes. It's just ridiculous, bro. Like, and when you look, like, I didn't even really notice it until I was actually looking back on it. Like with Regen, it's just that everybody heals so much is that you don't even notice how much like health you've regained just from off of just like doing nothing, just sitting there just doing nothing, just regaining health, because everybody on this team regains health. So I decided I had to switch out there because Kakunza was doing way too much damage, just way too much damage. So could have had that going for that. So decided going to Buu. Buu actually doing some really good damage here, really solid damage for a defensive unit. Really solid damage. Nothing too crazy, but definitely solid enough for the type of unit he is. Like, he's already tanky as hell. Like, so the fact that he's already doing that is pretty good. So I decided to go for the little tap base there, go for the strike card, and I'll go for my transformation. Trying to see if I could pull another card. Went to Kakunza, swapped out. So there's that. Wait a little second so I can try and recover a little bit of my vantage gauge. Went for the tackle, see if I can get the taps after, but didn't work. So I thought I was just going to go into Cell. Now I meant to actually swap into Buu, not gonna lie, but it's all good, man. We're gonna find a way to get out of here, man. Cell, I think Cell is pretty much dead here, cause yeah, Ribrian, I think she can kill just because she debuffs you every time she comes into the match. So female warriors, like, I feel like they're in a weird spot because while they are good, I feel like Kakunza was still such a good purple unit, and now this Android 21, like, you have to kind of be decisive of how you want to build a team now. So there is that. I never noticed how silly this looked when I was playing the match, seeing Ribrian and Majin Buu like fight like that. It looked kind of funny. At least it is to me. So this guy or gal or whatever, she decided she's gonna lock me in with Ribrian's special move, main ability, which I ain't gonna lie, it was a pretty smart tactic. Now I decided to heal all that back up, going for the tackle, and look at that damage. That's good, even with type like advantage. That's good damage. Like one strike card, take away 50% of Ribrian's health, who also has a 30% damage reduction. That's actually still pretty impressive, even if it is with type advantage. That's pretty good damage right there. So there is that. So I decided to get her out there. 3 million. That's actually pretty good for a Rise Rush as well. So Kakunza, I'm gonna just let this guy take all this damage because he can take it. He definitely can take it. And then he's gonna be able to heal like what, 30% of that right back up, which is just crazy to think about how much he just heals so much. Look, and it's almost like it almost half of that damage didn't mean acquired to nothing. If you can't finish that Buu off with a full combo, then it gets really annoying because he's just gonna be healing all that damage right back up, which is like the reason why people think he's just so hard to deal with. Plus he has his locking and all that stuff. So I thought she was gonna sidestep there. I tried to make an early prediction, but it kind of backfired in my face, especially because Android 21 is taking a lot of damage right now. So I had to swap out to Buu. So that's the thing about Buu. Like, you could just keep doing this because he's just gonna keep healing all that damage back up. It just makes no sense. Like, just such a ridiculously tanky unit. And the amount of like damage he's just able to output for a unit that's so defensively oriented is just actually pretty stupid. Yeah, I definitely understand why some people say this guy is Z10 and shit like that, because this can get annoying to deal with and whoop him. So that was the second match there. Let's just go hop into the last match and just show this guy off one more time. All right. So last match, and we are going up against a fusion team. And if I remember, this was the match where I was playing good, but then towards the end, I ain't gonna lie, I started easing up, and it almost cost me the match, but Majin Buu, just being as ridiculous of a tanky unit he is still able to output pretty solid damage for a defensive unit of his level. It's just actually crazy to think about it. So, yeah, I take everything back I said in part of my tier list, because before, it wasn't even like me talking about just how like he was bad, like, or anything. I was just saying, like, bro, I don't really have, like, I kind of want to just test it out for myself to see how good it is. I don't like going off of people's word and word alone, even though I have watched some videos on it. And now that I've tested out, it's just a whole nother feeling. I'm like, yeah, this guy is definitely top tier. It's hard, bro. It's just so hard to deal with this man. Like, bro, he's just always constantly healing no matter what. Like, he just heals. Has good defensive stats. It's just so annoying, and it can become a real problem to deal with. So back to narrating my actual match here. So I decided I was just gonna keep sidestep with those blast attacks before, because I knew the Vegito swap was probably about to come in. So it's pretty easy to predict certain stuff like that. Yeah, that would have done so much damage if I actually would have landed that. I timed that really badly, but no, it happens sometimes. No, there's that. So caught him with the sidestep. Yeah, Angel 21, he's gonna have to swap out because she does a lot of damage and I have type advantage. So I saw that coming. So I decided I was gonna go in with Buu here, try and see if I can get as many tap punches off as I can. I mean, attacks as I can. So they decided he was gonna lock me in. So we're both locked in right now, because Buu also has a lock in up to 3 times if I recall. So there's that. Pop the green card, so that's gonna make him tank a little bit more. So always want that. We're going against this Buu, even though this guy's already pretty tanky just because his defensive stats are so good. So there's that. So he decided he was gonna lock me in, but he messed it up right there, and I was able to catch him lacking with the sidestep, doing some pretty, I'm not gonna say good damage, but we're just doing some damage there. So I was gonna go into cell, going right there. I think this is why I pop my ultimate. Yep, pop my ults. See, I just know how I play so much that I can just predict that, even though it's post commentary. This is gonna do some decent damage either way. It didn't really matter. Didn't want to. I wanted to kind of just hold on to my rise away. Sometimes you just have those moments you hold on to your rise away. So he's dead. There's no way he's surviving this. Okay, so he swapped out. Good, a smart guy. Yeah. I always try and bait this red Vegito out just because he's kind of the most kind of annoying to deal with on this team sometimes. Sometimes in certain cases, right? So there's that. Mostly when you have like a yellow unit. So there's that. So I was gonna swap into this guy here once again. Trying to. I think that Buu survives this just because he's kind of tanked. It's either I guessed it or he tanked it. I can't really remember. Yeah, I guessed it, which is just, I ain't gonna lie, that's the worst feeling in the world. I kind of felt bad at this point. So it's going in front of the card. Predicted that once again. That's why I like going in for blast cards when I know there's a Vegeta. I just like sidestepping into blast cards. It's just easy to predict stuff like that. Caught him lacking with the sidestep again. I'm trying to kill off this Vegito. Now, I don't know what it was right there. I ain't gonna lie. It kind of lagged when I was trying to go in for the swap, which is the most annoyingest feeling in the world. I hate when that happens, when you lag when you're about to go in for a swap, and it makes you do that, especially since like she draws a strike card. That's what I was trying to do, because the second I go into the match, I like going in and go straight into a strike card. That shit is annoying. That's been happening to me a lot with Android 21, where I try and go straight into her and use her strike card because she draw one as soon as she comes into the match, and then it makes me do a tap punch. So there's that. So Android 21, she had to take a little bit of this beating, sadly, just because of that one mistake. I could have easily finished that off. Right, he's dead here. I could have just went for the tap punches, but I don't know why. It was just more of a reaction to go straight in for the strike attack there. So this isn't why I ain't gonna lie. I started playing a little bit sloppy because I guess like I was winning by so much, and that I started to ease up just a little bit. which no, never good thing to do in Legends. You never want to ease up because you never know. Because like if you're going up against a good competitive player, then they can always make a comeback depending on what team setup they're using and stuff like that. So playing really badly there. Should have went for the strike attack, but no, didn't stay back long enough to see if he was gonna do the tackle. So there's that. But that's the thing about this team, like bro, you could just play like you can make mistakes and be just play kind of sloppy. I guess that's what kind of people don't like about it, because I guess people feel like you're getting rewarded for for making bad plays and playing bad. Where that's just, I don't know, that's just how it is. And and we got the forfeit. So it's your boy Kaki, the last guy for more content. Tell me what you gotta think about chubby Boo. Tell me what you gotta think about Fat Boo. Tell me what you gotta think about Majin Buu, his Zenkai Awakening. I definitely understand why so many people think that this guy is OP now that I finally have his Zenkai Awakening. Kind of played a few sloppy, but I mean, you guys know how I feel about Legends at this point. I don't really. There was a point in time where I cared about playing competitively, but I just don't really care anymore. So I just like having fun, man. So it's your boy Kaiki, like Scott from my content. Tell me what you guys think about region, the current state of the teams, Zenkai Awakening, Fat Boo, and yeah, I'm out.
Nigga, Go Jesus is beyond broken, bruh. Come on now. Stop fucking playing with me.